freshly painted. Just gonna let it dry in here. I painted outside, so it's a little cold, so we'll be letting that sit for about an hour probably before we do any work on it. And we'll see where the status is at. Kind of looks like we're making a Zephyr with the color scheme, but that's Wisconsin Southern. We got to add some red to it, but we're getting there. So I think I might start working on some of the coaches, get the color scheme all set on those, and probably work on some wiring on this rear one, because like I said, we had an issue with the rear light flickering. So yeah, we'll kind of play around with these until that one's ready to go, and then we'll see where we get. So see what kind of stickers we're dealing with here. So I do know we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of Wisconsin Southern, and then we got 2 of these which are slightly different. Basically we're just going to tape this off and get to hand paint the red. Typically with these stickers, what I'll do, instead of soaking them with like a rag or anything, I'll have a dish of water and I'll just rest them in there. Because what will happen is it'll soak itself, and then eventually the sticker and paper will separate, causing the paper to kind of just fall to the bottom, and the sticker stays on the top of the water. Now, I haven't used this company before, so it may not work the same, but we'll go ahead and test it out. And I'm using one of the passenger cars as a test subject before I actually get to the locomotive, because I don't want to screw up anything on there. So I just want to see how it applies on here first, and then we'll go from there. So we're only a couple minutes in. You can already see the sticker has started to separate from the actual paper. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just come in here with a knife, and I'll kind of just play with the paper a little bit, and just like that, the sticker is separated from the paper. So now I can just take like a knife, pick it up, and drop it right onto the, whatever I'm applying it to. Nice and easy. And just like that, looks all right to me. So we'll let that dry. Usually I don't glue my stickers. Usually they just kind of stick on once they dry up. So we'll see how well these stick. Most of it is done. It's gonna need some touch-ups because I had to repaint some spots, and my tape didn't do the best job taping. So you can see I got a bunch of uneven red there that I need to touch up, because pretty much these were a pain in the ass doing this pinstriping. That's what took the longest. So now I need to even out a lot of this red because I didn't paint far enough when I did the original, because I had nothing to go off of. I was basically freehanding it and free taping it. So now I got the pinstriping in, fit correctly. Now I need to kind of touch up around the pinstriping to make sure it looks good. And then I am gonna paint this with gloss, just because you can see a lot of the square outline from the stickers, and I really want the red to pop a little more, so putting that gloss on will hide the squares as well as make it pop a lot more. So I'm gonna do my touch-ups, and then we should be good for the paint booth. Alrighty. I think this'll do. I think we're gonna go take her out to get some gloss done. See how it turns out after that. Did my best. Still a little wonky on some of the lines, but you know what? I think it'll look okay. did the best that I could. So let's go get some gloss on and see how it looks. Well, I've got it drying now with clear coat. This side looks pretty good. Pretty sure I made a big screw up though. I kind of oversprayed this side a little bit with the clear coat, and it started, I had it laid down like normal, and started running down the edge. So it took some silver paint with it, as you can see in some spots. I'm not too worried about the silver, you know, deforming, decolorizing, because that's going to be easy to fix. It's just if it screws up any of my stickers, I'm kind of screwed there. So I'm really hoping that some of this stuff can get touched up and I can go over the silver, no problem, not a big deal. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the silver. Like I said, it's just the red and the letters I'm mostly concerned about, but we'll see how it dries. I'll give it a day, work on it tomorrow, and we'll see how it looks. Unfortunately, I don't have enough pinstriping for all of these, and I also don't have enough letters for all of them. I miscounted when I ordered, so I'll have to order a new set of labels. So I'll only get 1 or 2 of these done. That's a tomorrow project as well. So we'll see how that looks, and I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, first initial start. Let's hope everything goes smooth. All right, so far, she's looking good. Let's make sure she moves. See how she does on this tight turn here. Like a champ. Back it up. This track hasn't been cleaned in a while, so maybe a little fidgety. It's running pretty good though. I got no complaints. The cab lights are lighting up like they should too. The cab ID lights, I should say. Cool. All right. Tomorrow's project is gonna be, well, I shouldn't say tomorrow. This is gonna be a little bit longer. For you guys, this is the next project, finishing up the passenger cars, because I gotta wait on stickers yet. So I'll be able to get 1 or 2 done, but then we'll have to wait on the rest. So we're getting there. Engine's looking good though, and I'm liking it. So alrighty, fellas. We got our DCC cab at 103 WSOR, yeah. And now I have a confession. I wasn't too happy with the work I did on that one, so I went ahead and bought another one. And I painted it, and I ended up putting a DCC and sound chip into it while finishing off the passenger cars. So I didn't get anything on recording, but I'll show you the finished product here. So this is our 10C unit. And this one has one of the economy decoders in it. I can't remember which one. Basically, I took out the lead frame that was in there. So this frame that was sitting inside, I took it out so that I could put the board right there. That's why you can see the blue LED. And then the speaker being back here. Because once you take that out, you have plenty of room, so you don't have to use a pigtail necessarily type of board. You can just use a regular. I think this is the one I usually stick in the 1/8 inch. And I went a little cheaper with the economy just because I didn't want to spend too much money, just to see how it turns out. And I'm very happy with everything so far. So we got our lighting fit for LED, diesel LED. Everything lights up. We'll go ahead and go forward a little bit so you can see our passenger cars. Now these passenger cars are fit with lighting. That was custom made as well. Unfortunately, I had some painting issues, so it got a little foggy on the inside of that car. Then we got our rear car, that's our disco, because my light keep alive is not working properly, which I looked into it so much and I couldn't figure it out. It's working a lot better than it was, but I need to look into it still. But I think it turned out pretty darn cool, and I'm looking forward to doing a couple more maybe And maybe redoing this one to make it look a little better, because once we get it around to the front here and you can see it, you can see the differences are pretty drastic. Just get a nice close-up next to each other. You can see the paint's a lot smoother on this one than that one. What I actually ended up doing is removing this grill here, painting underneath the grill. That one I painted over the grill, so it didn't turn out as nice. It just turned out a lot cleaner. I also didn't apply too much clear coat, which made it turn out a lot better as well. Basically, the most time-consuming thing on this project is the pinstriping. That is part that takes the longest playing with, but in the end I think it turned out really good. And I'm just waiting on pinstriping for the last car. I got one more to do, and that should be coming in the mail in a couple days. So once that comes through, I'll probably take a look at the lighting in back. As you can see, the light already kicked off. Lights are still on that one. This one working good, this one's working good. I don't know if it's because I got 2 LEDs. Pretty sure it's because of the trucks, actually, the axles, which doesn't make sense, because when it gets power, it should be saving power via the capacitor, but I don't know. I gotta look into it. I think it might have something to do with the second LED being in there, though. It's a different type of light, so maybe I just need to put a resistor on there or something. But I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I'm looking forward to seeing it run out on the layouts. You don't really see this too often, this type of engine running on any model layout, so hopefully it's something a little different that you guys like, and hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.